Brandon Woodruff of the Crew could miss the entire 2024 season after having shoulder surgery. Now, we'll talk about that more in a minute, but he's already missed about 4 months of the 2023 season with a subscapular strain in his throwing shoulder. This is who we meant when we were discussing it during the wild card series. We mistakenly said it was Corbin Burns. Brad officially apologizes, but that does not take away from the fact that one of the Brewers pitchers, in this case Brandon Woodruff, is likely going to miss the entire 24 campaign, which could also cause him to take a pay cut because he is scheduled to become a free agent after the 2024 season.
I think that's the biggest thing right there, right?
It is. This is one of those perfect storm, like ugly scenarios for guys who end up needing to have some sort of corrective surgery or medical procedure or something like this. And it's either, it's either announced right at the beginning of their free agency or leading into their free agency. This is Shohei Ohtani's dealing with some of this right now too.
Right.
And so it's not just, it happens to a lot of people is what we're trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of Ohtani, and I think Woodruff is kind of in the same boat. I've seen people say that Ohtani, wherever he goes, nobody should give him more than a 2-year deal. Let him DH next year, and then see how he pitches on that second year. Give him a prove it deal, right?
Sure,
Because since we already know he can hit, like that first year is not a prove it. It's just like, okay, just come play and rake for us.
Yeah.
But then the second year is the prove it part of the deal where let's see if you can still pitch. And Brandon Woodruff very well could end up getting a 1-year prove it deal at a discount. And I'm sure he'll understand that because he's coming back from rotator cuff injury, which for a long time was like Tommy John, the kiss of death. Right?
Yep. Yes.
And so I think what we'll see with Brandon Woodruff is we'll see him come get a 1, maybe a 2-year deal. Maybe you'll get like a second year on a team option on a prove it deal, so he can come out and prove that he can still pitch after missing an entire season and coming back from that. That's a significant injury.
It is.
So
now I did see somewhere, and I hope this is accurate, but I did see somewhere that it's an arthroscopic procedure. They're going to go in and open him up, which is awesome.
You said it's an arthroscopic procedure?
That's what I think I read.
Okay.
So in the event that it is arthroscopic, that will cut down on recovery times and certain levels of complication. I've had 2 reconstructed shoulders, so I know a little bit about it. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And usually they go to arthroscopic option anyway these days.
Yeah.
So it's rare that they'll open you all the way up anymore, but they will if they have to. In this case, it just seems like it might not have to be. It's good for him.